Hey, Coffee, how are you?
So good, girl. How you doing?
I'm doing good, and thank you for joining me on our next episode on The Corner of Queen. And as you guys know, I am Miss Tina Marie with the T, and my guest.
Coffee.
Okay, so the topic we are discussing is how do you feel about love and marriage? Have you ever been married before we start?
No, never been married.
Okay. I have never been married either, but um, I used to want the picket fist marriage situation, but I don't anymore.
Mm.
It sounded good at one point. I just don't anymore.
I agree with you on that one. So, what made you change your mind?
I've been through the I'm in love phase, but at the same time, I realized love and marriage does not go hand. I feel like sometimes no, marriage is almost like a contract. To me, it's more of a contract than it'll ever have anything to do with love.
Hmm.
Because it's like people say all the time, you can love that person that don't have the right for you. So it's kind of
True.
one of the things where you just be like what's the word for it? Okay, I
Hmm.
wanted this at one point, but now I don't.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I do. You can definitely relate. Um, maybe I just have different ideas on how that worked. Before anybody started snapping at me
Mm,
or you as well and was like, what the fuck y'all sitting up there having this conversation about me? You ain't never been married, so you don't know. I want to hear this shit. Shut your face. Fuck out
mm,
my face. Okay, so put it to you this way. I feel like marriage is 95% the same as a relationship. Hear me out first. The other, what, 10%? Can't count today, but fuck you. I don't give a shit. The other 10%, to me, is the contract part. The love goes in with it hand in hand. Now, if you're not meant to be with somebody and they're not good for you or whatever the case may be, of course, yeah, y'all don't need to be together. That's just that. But if you're in a marriage, I feel like, how the best way? The best way I can explain it is like this.
mm.
When you're in a relationship, you can do what the fuck what you want to do to a certain extent. Okay. If you get sick and tired, drop that nigga like a bad habit. Drop that bitch like a bad habit. Okay. But if you're married, I feel as if the relationship is there and the contract is there as well as the love. If you love somebody enough, you're going to stay committed to that person. You're going to communicate a lot about your likes, his likes, dislikes, and so on and so forth. You're going to come to an understanding and a mutual understanding that, hey, just because I get sick and tired of you don't mean I'm just going to up and leave. Just because your dick is too damn small don't mean I'm going to fit up and leave. You know what I'm saying? That's the commitment shit. I'm going to stick with you even you are in the itty bitty titty committee. I'm going to stick with you no matter what your flaws are. I'm going to stick with you because I love you and we mesh together. And we've been working it out. We got kids together, whatever the reason, we're going to make this shit work. That's how I feel. Now, as far as relationship goes, I mean, if I get tired of the dick, you know what I'm saying, I could just, you know what? It ain't you, baby. It's me.
Okay, hold that
And
thought.
do it.
I forgot we got to do this intro right. I keep forgetting. Don't. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going on 5 hours of sleep. So let's give them a sample of what we really gonna be discussing.
All right.
So I hope y'all saw that, but that is just why we're kind of touching on this particular subject. I'm still waiting for one of my guests to come in, but I'm pretty sure they'll come in whenever they get a chance to come in. So it's one article I want y'all to pay attention to that I found. Well, actually, I found it and I found it very insightful but true. So this is one.
Reveals that women tend to be happier when they are single. Data analysts at Mintel say about 60% of women are happy with their status of single, while nearly 50% of men are satisfied going solo. The study also shows that 75% of single women have not actively tried to be in a relationship in the last year, compared with about 65% of men. Here's what the study says is some of the reasoning behind it. It comes down to work, and they say that in general it shows, whether you believe this or not, or this is true in your relationship, that women do a little more work when it comes to relationships. So we're not just talking about chores and cooking and cleaning, but the emotional work, Allie, that goes into relationships as the men.
Sure, and this is for heterosexual couples.
Yep.
We want to emphasize that. I do think that a lot of times when you look at a marriage, a lot of the women are doing more of the household chores, and then especially nowadays, women are working just as much as men are, so then they feel like they have the burden of being responsible for children, being responsible for the household chores, and bringing home a paycheck.
Women also, they say, are better at having kind of alternative social networks. So they actually, this was interesting. I didn't know the studies show that women who don't have a partner are more active in social activities. It's the opposite for men.
Interesting.
I don't know if you can hear that, but I could. And it was,
Okay.
huh?
I could.
Okay. So how do you feel about that?
Well. Well, the statistics are there, whether it's true or not. Whether I believe in it, who knows? I can only speak for myself and, maybe a few friends that I associate with, on a regular basis. Um, to a certain extent, when it comes to women being single, the emotional part, I really do feel like women plays a very big role when it comes to emotional. Women are naturally emotional creatures. Period blank. Men are naturally more logic than women are.
Mm-hmm.
That's not saying that the new day and age that shit has not changed, because it has. Nowadays there's more men that being straight men that are being more emotional, and a lot of women that are being more logic when it comes to just life in general. But I do feel like the woman does play the significant role of that. What's
Hi,
up,
Brian.
Brian?
Hi, how are you?
What
Thank
up?
you for
What up?
joining.
No problem. No problem. Had to take me a nap. It's my only day off. I'm old. I'm old now. Old ass man. What y'all here talking about?
Okay, I can run this
What's
by
next?
you again. Exodor, hi, how are you?
Let's go. Talking. I was on here watching wrestling yesterday. Having a watch party. We was having some fun.
Okay. So I was asking everybody, how do they feel about love and marriage? Like, do you think it goes hand in hand?
Well, it should.
Yes.
It's pretty important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Agree.
people have different. I think different reasons have been found, but I definitely think the Of course, the traditional is, you know, you're supposed to love somebody and supposed to say, hey, I'm in love with this person for long enough to make it official enough to say forever. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows when forever is or their forever is. But yeah, you definitely have to care about somebody enough, you know, love, care, whatever you want to call it, enough to really be able to stay with them for that long. So yeah. Yep, I do.
Agreed.
Go ahead, Coffee.
Everything goes hand in hand. It should, but we're not always, during what we supposed to be during. So with that being said, just like how Brian said that without the other, you can't function. Okay. Some people can function going commando, but some people can't. And I make that relevant because of the simple fact that it's like fucking having peanut butter and jelly sandwich. What's the point of having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich if you got one but you ain't got the other? It's just like relationships. In a relationship you can do XYZ to a certain extent. And then when you say, okay, I love you enough because we mesh together so well, then you make the commitment and everything goes together like that. Then there's a lot of more rules when it comes to marriage. You just can't go outside wearing a fucking corset and see-through underdrawers and expect the marriage is going to work out that way. I'm just motherfucker saying it don't work like that. Okay, you have to show some type of elegancy and dignity when it comes to that, and put your man and put your woman on a pedestal, and be proud of who you are and who you're with and so forth. I've never been married myself, so I can't really say, but the shit that I've researched on, as long as you're being nice to each other, as long as you have communication, understanding, you love each other, you don't hit below the belt when you're in an argument, stuff of that nature, your marriage is going to work out just fine. Unless you just grow out of love with that person, then it'd be a different story. I'm just saying.
Let me tell you something. I ain't never been married either. I'm engaged now, but I ain't never been married. But, just from being a person who pays attention, a person who's been in, multiple different situations, seen multiple different situations, pretty much, I'm pretty sure as much as anybody else. I'm not anything special or anything like that. But one thing I do really, really, really know about myself is I pay attention to a lot, I pay attention to a lot of shit. I'm also a firm believer that you can never know something all the way unless you experience it. So no matter how much, visual comprehension you get, you don't know what it's like until you're in the field, like, hands-on experience and shit like that or whatever. Now, you don't need hands-on experience for everything. You don't got to, watch somebody fucking, put their hand in the damn machine and get it crushed to say, all right, well, let me see if I should do it like, nah, you can look at that and say, okay, I can assess that. Maybe I should keep my hand further this way and be a good judgment call. But when it comes to love and marriage, like you were just saying, Coffee, I really do believe that you have to have a common understanding of what it means to each other. Fuck the world. It's gotta that's what it's gotta mean to each other. If you have two people that say, we both like lighting fucking trees on fire at 3:00 in the morning. We both love that shit. How the fuck do we find each other? Okay, we like this too, we like this too, we like this too. Okay, well, we can agree that we have enough common interests or enough, relatable life, experiences that we can build on this. We can continue this, and we can say to each other, like, hey, if we had to do this for the rest of our life, would we be able to get by? And then you make that decision with those understandings and that comprehension. But at the same time, it's very easy to assume even that somebody might in that relationship say, well, I don't want to burn trees at 3:00 in the fucking morning anymore. Or maybe you burn trees at 3:00 in the morning, you burn your hand real bad, and you was like, whoa, that never happened to me before. Now I don't want to burn a tree. So now you dealing with, but wait a minute, we started this by burning trees together at 3:00 in the fucking morning every day. Now you telling me you don't want to do that? That's something that you ain't never ever could have seen coming. Maybe you could have thought about it and whatever. But as far as you knew, that person was going to be burning trees at 3:00 in the morning every fucking day with you. But then just some regular life shit happened, and now that decision has changed. So now that's where I feel like that's where married couples are forced to say, well, what else do we have in common? Well, what else do we do? What else can, what I'm saying? Now we're not doing that together. That was our main shit. Well, what do we do now? What are we together for now? Oh, we fuck like rabbits. Everybody fucks like rabbits the first couple years of the relationship, and then you start farting in front of each other and tasting they shitty food they made, and you gotta lie to them and shit. Now the real shit comes in. Then what do you say then? Nah, it ain't just about fucking like rabbits no more. Now it's like, yeah, man, I wish I can get as hard as I did, but I remember she made that fucking split pea pie or whatever that shit was. Made me shit for 3 days, and then I smelled. And here's the kicker right here. And then I smelled her shit from shitting from 3 days too. And now it's like, God damn, I just can't get hard like that, like I used to every day, you know. And shit. Yo, listen, this is some real shit. I'm not even bullshitting, yo.
I
this
know.
This is some real shit. This is how it is, and that's why it's like. I said it before on my show. I think I even said it the last time I was on here. You have to make a conscious decision, yo. It's a commitment. Like you were saying, Coffee, you got to jump up and say, hey, I understand I'm with somebody. But I always wore this dress with holes where my nipples just barely showing a little. You might have always did it, but if you made a decision to replace those fucking, you know, characteristics of yourself by being in a marriage or an understanding, you do have to make compromise. Like, you're with somebody now. You're not one, but you're dose. So that's where you got to fucking have that understanding in that aspect. That's how I feel about that shit.
I agree with you 100%. I say when you come out of combinations with what you used to do together and y'all, that was your main shit. Now you have to find something else to plug in to what you used to do. Like you said, make that commitment. Not only make that commitment, but you know, work shit out.
Yeah.
Just because
big one.
Just because he made that damn shepherd's pie that makes you shit for 3 days.
For real.
And you can't get it up no more, or you can't get gushy no more. Now you have to spice the relationship up. You have to find something that'll get your mind stuck on that one particular thing. You at work and you come home from work, you run your bath water. Or he got some rose petals, you know, lead it to the bathroom with some candles and some champagnes and shit. And she's kissing you all romantically, and he's kissing you all romantically and shit like that. That's it. That's all there is to it. Don't focus your mind on the shit that, you know, that was bad, that turned you off. Focus on things that'll turn you on. Women be spontaneous. Like shit, go to the motherfucking sex store and buy you some crazy tassel shit to cover up the nipples. Like the Wild Wild West movie when she had the tassels. You know you better.
Oh yeah.
Wild Wild West.
She's talking about me.
You see the collection.
Little tassels.
Yeah,
come on now.
I know all movies.
I ain't that damn old now.
Yeah, no, we there.
Spice it up. Do something like that and make him want you. Make her want you. In a relationship, you can do that. You can decide to do it. You can, you know, decide not to, and you go on about your business. But in a marriage, you have to make that commitment, and you have to decide, okay, I'm going to work hard at it. It's not just going to be on my significant other just to do every motherfucking thing. You know, don't always think about when you get into a marriage or when you get into a relationship, what he can bring to the table, what she can bring to the table. Shit, women bring enough to the table as it is. Hey, we're pushing out motherfucking babies out our puss. Fuck you expect, you know, and cooking and cleaning and all this other stuff. But at the same token, don't forget about the men. The men are just as important as the women. You know what I'm saying? They bring home the bacon. They dealing with these white folks and so on and so forth. I'm gonna stop talking. I need some coffee.
Tina, what do you feel? Like, how do you feel, yo? Do you feel like, you know, about marriage?
I used to want it. I think I was bringing that out to Coffee a few minutes ago before you came in. I used to want it. Now, the thought of it really doesn't appease me anymore because I just feel like the world we live in kind of kills the fantasy of the happily ever after, the just me and my partner, and simply because we live in a world in a time where people want a relationship, but based on statistics, at least 52% of people don't even understand what monogamous relationships mean and don't really want a monogamous relationship. The other portion during the recent years, I think it was 2019 up until now, people are more into polygamy. And not saying anything's wrong with it, but it's always one person that's not really okay with it. So therefore the relationship don't work. We all struggling financially. Finances is the number one reason for divorces. Or
That I
when
believe.
the relationship fall apart. And that's supposed to be the time everybody's supposed to stick together anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
I
I'm
definitely
sorry.
agree with that.
The white picket fence dream is gone. I'm okay. I did 12 years. Might as well been married. It wasn't hard, but a lot of people don't know what love is. And marriage always came off like a business to me. I only had to experience it, like literally find out for married couples. It's not easy at all.
Of course.
Not one
Relationships
bit.
in general aren't easy at all.
No, like
Rela-
when the contract fit in. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah, oh
you
yeah.
feel tied because of the contract.
Yeah, yeah. That I can agree, especially within America, and you know that's why when I had that show of talking about who has it harder, men or women, that's one of the reasons why I kind of thought about that because, like you just said, yo, marriage is supposed to be a union between two people who love each other, who want to stay committed onto God. You know what I'm saying? Like that's literally the whole definition of marriage. It has been transitioned because of our civilization, our society, our changes in our ways and things like that. I personally agree with you with how like the transition is where people I don't particularly agree with you about everybody wants polygamy. I think that people just know they have more options available to them at their fingertips more than ever. I think that's the reason why people can't stay committed to jobs. I think that's the reason why people can't stay committed to each other, to the TV shows they watch. I don't give a fuck what it is. Like, you can name it. Like, people have short music, anything. People have short attention spans with everything. So as soon as things get challenging, it's very easy to know, well, I can just flip this switch. I can just swipe this way, and I'm done. I can just pick what songs I want to listen to. Fuck all the ones that I don't like. Fuck all the channels I don't like. Fuck the commercials. Instant gratification is the reason why I feel like marriages and long-term success for almost anything doesn't really work. If it's not instantly gratified, then you're looking elsewhere. And I think that that's one of the biggest problems that we have with the next up and coming generations, yo. The older generation understood what it. I was even having this conversation with an older guy that I had on my show the other day. He was talking about how he worked so hard and he was happy. He did all this stuff. He's a firefighter. He did music. He did it. He did that. And he's like 70 years old now, and he's living. He's comfortable. He's got a fucking check coming to him. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, like, yeah, but now you 70. Like, he was in good shape and shit, but I'm like, you 70, nigga. Like, yeah, you having fun. But I'm saying, I want to have fun now. Like, I think that's a common understanding that people of this day have. Like, there are different ways than just going out there and punching the clock and just breaking your back every fucking day, for your whole life damn near, so you can chill on the golf course when you're 65. That has changed as well, which is an advancement for sure. But at the same time, we have lost some characteristic traits that I think that we needed for longevity, for family values, for, a lot of different ways in that thinking. I don't think it's always about sex, man. I think sex really gets a dominant role in expressing, the meaning in relationships and especially marriage. Now, it's a big thing, but if you think about it, most, like you said, Tina, like one of the biggest things is fucking finances. Because when you're going and doing, you're struggling, you're both working, you got to work more. You got to be separated more. You have to have more things coming to you. You have to more conversations that are unpleasant because this person wants to do this, or this person maybe likes this kind of lifestyle, or this person wants to buy this bag this week, or this fucking hamburger from McDonald's because they don't want to cook, but that hamburger's $10 now. Like, it's all these different little stupid things that insignificantly fuck you up and make you change your preference of, hey, I love chilling with each other and watching movies together, but then you get this pink letter in the fucking mail. Oh, we supposed to pay the cable bill, but I don't got it. I thought you had it. No, I don't got it. And now y'all fucked up in some bad shit. I think that is the number one reason why, our times are fucking us up with our commitments, man. The convenience is fucking us up. That's what I feel.
Okay, so we have a few comments. I have a few comments. Exodore said it's a commitment and a business move. He also said in social media, kind of conflicts with relationships and marriages, and he said the white picket fence was never there. I guess he was responding to what I was saying.
He heartbroken. He heartbroken.
Ecuador. So, have you ever been married?
Somebody broke his heart at 14. He was like, "Fuck every girl." 14 years old. Fuck every one of these motherfuckers. I'm gonna get a cat, and that's it. Ride or die.
Look, cats and dogs are like the best partners. Shit, that at least they're
listen,
loyal
bro.
to you. My Yorkie was very protective of me, like
Yeah.
extremely protective. Like I went missing for like 2 weeks. Like literally, I was in the hospital. When
Oh,
I
shit.
say I had amnesia, but it was so crazy to come home and not recognize anybody. My
That's fucking
Yorkie
crazy.
knew when I pulled up. And I'm just sitting there looking at him. He's like hella fucking hype. He's bumping the glass because he's so excited.
Yeah.
And I didn't know who he was.
Mm.
He would not let me in the door without jumping all over me. I was scared because I'm like, can somebody get the dog? And my mom looked at me and said, "That's your dog." I was like, okay, but the nigga is hype as hell. Can you calm him down? But
Yeah.
I'm not saying that type of loyalty don't exist. I'm just saying, like I told Coffee, I just did 12 years, and it's almost like, yes,
You say
we're apart.
that shit like a prison term. Literally. If you hear it, I hear it immediately. I just did 12 years. I heard mad niggas come out. I just did 5 years.
I mean, I committed to him as if he was my husband. He committed to me as if I was his wife. Like, we did shit most people probably would be so grossed out doing. Like, he would clean my nose sometime. And, I mean, he did it out of love. I didn't have to ask him. If I said, I am so congested. But, you know, I don't feel no mucus in my nose. I'm not congested. I just literally can't smell nothing. He'll say simple shit like, it might be your air ducts might need to be cleaned. And he'll be like, put your head back. And, you know.
That's love. That's relationship, yo.
That's weird as hell. I was like, why are you doing that? He said, you'll be able to breathe a little better. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Over time, it became normal.
Yeah. I think sometimes simple shit, yo. Simple shit. It ain't always the what's it called. I tell me and my girl, we deal with it. I think that's why it's like I'm so prevalent in this conversation, because like I deal with this shit a lot right now. Like, you know, me and my girl, we have very different kind of, you know, families, you know, beliefs, a whole bunch of shit. We deal with a lot of challenges, especially right now around this time, because I love the holidays, and she doesn't celebrate anything. She doesn't celebrate nothing. So it's like, it's very difficult. We got a child together. We have our 2 kids that kind of, my son, he's always, you know, Christmas out, Halloween out, and all that stuff. This year, we're actually making a compromise. I'm not celebrating holidays this year. It's the first year I'm ever doing it. It's the last year I'm ever doing it, I'm pretty sure. But I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's done things like come over to my parents' house and, you know, we'll celebrate and do stuff, and she'll just come and join us and stuff like that or whatever. So we're compromising. It's a lot more challenging for her compromise, and I'll be honest and admit it on air. It's a lot more challenging for her compromise because her family's a whole part of her, you know, situation. And me, it's just me. I'm just me. And the rest of the world, you know, goes along pretty much with what I'm doing. So it's harder for her to compromise in her character, and I understand that. But so there's a lot of things we don't really, we're not always together. We don't like all the same shows. We don't like all the same movies. Like, there's a lot of shit we don't do. But you know what? When it's time, when I get off of work, I do the beeline. I got a show. I got this. I got that. I want to watch my movie. I watch a horror. I just got done watching a horror movie. Took a nap. She took a nap upstairs. I was downstairs again. But then at the end of the day, we talking all day. Baby, hey, listen, later on, what are you doing? Are you doing this? All right, I'm coming upstairs and be with you. You know what that means? I'm on my phone, fucking working on something, whatever. She on her phone, maybe talking to her sister. She on her phone doing a thing. But I'm in the bed with her. She in the bed with me. We there. We cool. We straight. We together. That's it. We got our kids. Hey, what's going on? Get over there. Baby, I'll go make dinner. Don't worry about it. Baby, baby, I'll go make dinner. And that's our compromise. It ain't always, we ain't fucking crazy all the time. Our daughter still sleeps in our room. You know, it's just, we understand what is happy for us. We both happy. We both successful with our happiness together. Mm-hmm. Will it change? Maybe. Yeah, but it's just, that's our understanding. The dude was cleaning your nose. That's y'all understanding. He was showing you love in his way. It might be weird, but it's him showing you your shit. That's y'all shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to classify the shit. You know what I mean? It's not. Oh, we gotta fuck every day, every 5. Like, nah. It's not that. It's not that. It's not. We gotta fucking always go to Valentine's Day with the red dresses and buy you flowers. Or it's not that. That's that beginning shit. But that real life commitment shit is understanding. Listen, bitch, I'm watching fucking Friday the 13th right now. And I can't. Well, take your ass, go to your mom's house. I don't care. Come back in a couple hours. Don't leave all night. You can't do that. That's you, my baby. But get the fuck out of here right now. You got to be able to say that shit, yo. That's commitment. That's love. To me, that's fucking commitment. That's fuck the picket fence. We could be anywhere. But as long as we have to understand with each other, get the fuck out of here. We've argued pretty bad sometimes. Last time I was on the show, we had a big ass argument, but we still here. It's an understanding, man. It's a fucking understanding, yo. I think we both have it. I got lucky. I think so far, I think I got lucky. We got that understanding with each other, yo. But it's not easy.
I will say I agree 110%. And both people got to be willing to give and like pour into each other. And another thing, I want to hear both of y'all point of views. What do you guys think are the most common reasons for divorce? Mine would probably I'm gonna stick to finances. What about you, Brian?
Yeah, for most common reasons for divorce, I would say, especially after this current experience, one of the hardest things is people's lifestyle change. And I'm not trying to piggyback. Finances is definitely one of them, especially when we go off. I think we also read into celebrities a lot, and that's a big ass problem for sure. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are just looking like, oh man, all these celebrities. Even I've said it, and Tina, I think you said it too. We see that in the media. It's what's being pushed in front of our faces and stuff like that. We got to understand their kind of lifestyle is completely different than what we're dealing with. We see the glamorous side. Just like Instagram, Facebook, all that shit. We see the glamorous side. We don't see the reality. And these people are together, but they're fucking barely together. We don't see that part. You know what I mean? So if we're talking about just regular people, being married and stuff like that, I definitely feel it's lifestyle change. I do feel like it's, hey, I lost my job. Hey, I don't want to work anymore. Hey, I want to fucking become a candle maker or some shit. Like, if you are one of those type of people, you don't see that at the beginning, and then you find it out later, and then you see and assess if you can continue that. You got your cheating and shit too, but I think that that's more of a reason why people say, hey, listen, I thought this was going to be different, but apparently I was wrong. I don't think I can stay in this shit anymore. Yeah.
Yep. What about you, Coffee?
Uh-oh. It's the in and the out. Sunday.
I take 2-1.
There we go.
Man, I hate when that crap happens. Okay, so basically, it's the same thing. It's financial. It's financial life changes. I feel like the biggest thing will be, even if you have life changes and you're married, is being willing to stick it out. You are able to stick it out when either one of y'all are going through financial trouble. If you are able to stick it out, even if he's a famous rapper, well known, he decides to quit all that shit, completely invest every last dime in something that's absolutely diabolical, and come up from that. If you are able to sit with that person through their trials and tribulations, that is the best motherfucking place and best thing to do in a married. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That thing started to kick. My brain goes to the lots and not what.
Did you have some coffee today?
Maybe. I did. But I'm saying that because it's the fact that if you're able to sit up there and be committed to that person like that, That's good. But a lot of people don't want to do that. A lot of people don't want to go through the struggle. Some people want instant gratification, just like Brian said. They want instant gratification. I know I do. I have my moments. I have a lot of those moments, just by the way. But if you're willing to just literally pause, take a step back, and analyze and reassess everything, you can make it happen. Even if a divorce is finalized and all this other stuff, it all starts with communication. The breaks up with the communication, the finances, life's changing. I can't think of nothing else. I'm so sorry, but yes, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. So the rate based on the statistics of marriage, from what I've seen, and I can't get this thing to pop up on the screen, but based on statistics, I saw that the desire and the commitment of being married has declined by 28%. Divorce rate, it won't pop up on my screen, but the divorce rate had gone up by 42%. And the desire to be remarried is not there.
That's because motherfuckers swiping left and right. That's
I
why
can't get it to pop up on my screen.
That's because when motherfuckers got one argument over anything. You didn't wash the bed sheets? No, I forgot. Fuck this shit, swiping their life away. That's too many options, man. That's why it's just like, yo, same shit. Be real or not. When somebody has an issue, I just watch the fucking TikToks to the same. As soon as you got an issue at a job, as soon as you got something that you don't like about your job, fuck this, I'm on Indeed tomorrow. And who's to say that's better, yo? Like, who's to say that shit's better? Like, you just know that there's options. It's I'm telling you, I really feel like I'm right on that shit. I feel like most motherfuckers just know it's an option. But you don't take enough time to consider, is that gonna be better? Is the grass greener on the other side? All that shit.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, bro. Like, I really feel like that's the thing, man. I feel like everybody just knows that they have so many. I'm not going to lie. I was in the same boat. I said the same shit. I was doing my Beeline shit, and I was like, fuck every job. I'm going to be rich. Fuck that. I'm a hustler. I'm working my ass off. Working with a publicist, doing all this shit. And then I sat there, and I started doing shit, making fucking money. And I started noticing real life. I was like, damn, wait a minute. I don't know if I'm going to be doing as much as I thought I was. And it was good for a minute, but I'm just saying, at the end of the day, my options, I thought I had a lot, and it started slimming down real fucking fast. And you start realizing, like, damn, maybe I should have paid more attention. I could have tried a little harder. I could have changed. That's what I fucking think, man. People are too fucking in a hurry, man, to just let shit happen. Hard work builds every fucking thing, yo. Hard work builds everything.
It does.
Every fucking thing.
You're lying about that shit. I'm still learning on that shit.
Yeah.
Because I like instant gratification. I can't stand this hard work shit to where, okay, it's different if you are trying to get something. Me, for example, I want to be an author. I am an author. I'm in the process of getting my book published. But it's so much hard work. I don't understand. I get writer's block like a bitch. But I can already see myself at the far end tunnel. I'm financially stable. I got the house, the double wide garage, and all that great jazz. But the process to go step by step to get to the end result is hard as fuck. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Be like the Sims game. Pause that shit. Click, 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 click. Play. Fast forward this shit. Let's go. Because I'm sick of your nonsense. Sometimes it's like that. Life is like that. Another thing that I was about to say, it just clicked to me. When it comes to divorces, a lot of the divorces is the couple has gotten of age, and then they see this young, fine whippersnapper. They see this fine brother that got all the muscles and in the gym 24/7 and all this other stuff, and just drooling and shit. And same thing, vice versa. That's basically I feel like the reasons why divorce has skyrocketed, because nobody is focusing on the fact that, okay, if I'm with you, Bitch, I need you to know that I'm not gonna look perky and skin bouncing back and shit. I done went through some shit. I done went through some trials and tribulations. My titties ain't perky no more like they used to be. Like they in my 20s. They not.
Yes, it's
Listen,
that lack of
Yeah.
understanding of that. It's very
you can't get
frustrating.
mad. And the
Hmm.
same thing for the woman. The woman can't get mad because he can't get his dick up like he used to. He can't go for hours like he used to. He just doesn't have that stamina no more. So that means you need to get a little Viagra. Just saying.
Okay,
Do a
so
little extra shit.
let me give you an example. Would it be hard, and this is for any ladies and all the ladies that are listening, and I'm only saying this because I've experienced it. What if your partner is one of the machismo type? And I don't know if everybody know what machismo means. It's the macho type. It's the prideful type. Let's say
Oh.
your man is having problems getting erect, and he probably don't think you noticed it or anything. He just know he's ashamed that it's happening. And you say, babe, whatever is going on, we can work it out. Just let me know what I can do to help. But I know what's going on. And he get pissed off because you've been upfront with him and let him know you know what's going on. But he's not paying attention to the fact that you're saying we can get through this together. Because I know plenty of women that will say it, and I had no problem saying it to him. He got pissed. It was like an attack for some reason.
Yeah, because it's hard to hear. I mean, nobody wants to hear that shit.
Oh no, it is not. If I'm telling you,
It's
babe,
hard to
I
hear.
miss you, would you? Okay, so since you're a man, I'm glad you said that. Would you rather me go find the next nigga that can't get his shit up?
I mean, if you could do that if you want, but I mean, then it'll just really be over. But I mean, it's just just because you have the understanding that you're trying to be helpful, at the same time, he has the understanding that he doesn't want to deal with the situation. That's why he hasn't brought it up to you.
That's crazy.
I mean,
But why?
yeah, it's crazy
Thank you.
because this is the thing. Have you guys never felt like, well, let me start here. We are prideful, men. We are prideful, and we are. If you're a man, you know what I'm saying. If you're a man, and you, in my opinion, let me clarify. If you're a man and you are to be looked at as strong, and big for your man, big for your woman, and strong for your woman, and tough for your woman, and everything like that. Machismo, like you're saying, and you're dealing with something that you physically really can't fucking deal with. It's not. I haven't personally had this issue yet. I don't know if I will in the future or whatever. But if you're dealing with that, and it's like, the one person who you need this service to work for and shit ain't fucking working. And I can understand completely how that can be very embarrassing, how that can be very challenging, how you can feel like, hey, listen, let my dignity fucking stand in the way of you trying to help me with this shit. There's times where I don't want help with certain things that I'm doing. I literally am one of them type of dudes where I'm like, yo, listen, babe, I'll do everything. And I'm not trying to sound like no shit. I'm dead ass fucking serious. I got an argument for this.
I appreciate it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll try to do everything. I'll try to do everything because I want her to chill, because I know that if she might do it, she might get frustrated. If she's got to clean up some shit that I got to clean up, the kids fucked up, she may get frustrated. So I'm like, I don't want to do it either, but I'm like, fuck it, I'll do it because I know I can handle it better than she can. So let me step in and do this shit or whatever. But then she might feel bad because I'm doing everything. And she's like, yo, what the fuck? You're trying to do everything, but I feel bad because I feel like I'm useless now. So now, you know what I'm saying? You can clearly see that and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you, woman? Like he's being a man. But if I'm not understanding the fact, yeah, she's right. Damn, if I was just sitting around on my ass, just playing on my phone, and I watch her bounce from room to room, I should feel like a piece of shit. I'm like, damn, I ain't doing shit. She's doing everything. Like, what the fuck is my life about?
I wouldn't even be mad if she sat up there and snapped on your ass. What the fuck is you doing sitting up there playing motherfucking video games while she's fucking the vacuum of damn floor?
Trying to tell you, man. I can handle it. If she's playing video games, I can handle it. But I can understand why a man would be like, I can't get my shit up no more. I can't fuck my baby no more. So now I'm trying to, like, keep it on the low, but you just brought it to light. And it's like, he probably ain't going to, let me put it this way. He probably ain't going to have that, oh, I completely understand you right now. He's probably going to be pissed off. That's the first defensive move. But if you easy with it, all right, baby, I'm sorry. I was just, trying to be And then you let him go and walk and do whatever he got to do, smoke a cigarette, whatever. Then he comes back like, yo, look, babe, I am kind of having problems. And that's what we're prideful, man. Like, you got to let your man be a man. If you ain't going to let that shit happen, then, I mean, that might be one of the reasons why he's snapping on you.
No, he just got upset and was just like I said, I attacked him. But once again, it can always go the other way around, because once again, it's still a matter of both of us knowing what love is, but we show love differently. Like, to me, a lot of people do not comprehend that love. The hardest part about love is forgiving, and we live in a world where that's part of the reason, one of the main reasons why divorce happened. People are unable or act like they are incapable of forgiving. And if you not the type, like, if my man was to cheat on me, I got a choice if I want to forgive you or not. Don't say you forgive that person only to keep clinging on to it. And once something small happens that's similar to what happened before, that shit creeps up on you. And I think people have to learn to forgive before you step at that altar. Because that's going to be the only thing that saves your marriage, especially when difficult shit happens.
Yeah.
It's two imperfect people trying to work as one unit. And I think that's the real hard part that people don't realize until they sign that contract. That's when they're like, shit.
Yep.
I literally got to figure out, what am I supposed to do when this and this and this happen? And then, once again, another reason I was going to say is, once you have kids. Having kids changes the dynamic. I love my kids, but once we had the kids, we neglected each other, not intentionally, but you don't want to be fucking in front of your kids. So as a parent, or if you just had a baby, he definitely understood that I was tired. He took the baby whenever I needed to get some sleep, or if I just needed to rest. He didn't understand the bodily changes. But I feel like when it comes to being in a marriage and you have kids, lady, you gotta be understanding what the woman is going through when she have a baby. It's your baby. You're the reason that she's having body aches and pains because of the baby. So a lot of times guys don't pay that any attention either. Like I said, I really don't think men and women gonna ever fully understand each other. It's a
no, we never are. We're different.
Maybe never will, but
yeah, we never will. But why would we though? That's the whole understanding. We're two different creatures.
Right.
It's not the fact. I don't think. Even what you were saying before about, like, what the fuck was it? Like see, look, I'm a man. I forget. See, but like you were saying about people cheating and doing stuff and then forgiveness. That's what it was. I think people at the time, I think people have full intent on forgiving somebody. I think when somebody says somebody got cheated on, but you've been together for 6 years, this guy never really fucked up before. He never did anything wrong. You've always loved everything he did, and he fucked up and made the ultimate situation happen. And he cheated, no matter whatever form it was. And he did something, but no matter what it was, you said, listen, I'm pissed. I left. I went to my mom's house for 2 weeks. I came back. I want to work this out. I forgive you. You said that. You said that. You meant it. You thought about it.
Yeah.
And you get back and you mean to do that. But like you said, I don't give a fuck what you say. You can forgive, but you don't forget. Not even if you want to forget, you don't forget. So the next time something even similar happens, your guard is up. But like you said, Coffee, here's the important factor. There's two fucking U's. Unforgiving or forgiving and understanding are the two most important parts of that situation, because now he has to be understanding that, yeah, you forgave him, but there's still going to be that time that you burn your hand on that pot and you see that pot back on that fucking stove and you about to touch it again. You like, wait, nigga, I burned myself last time. You ain't burning me again. Now he has to be like, baby, I know it looks similar. I know I said I had to work late again, but this time I really got to work late. I got the paperwork right here. I know I fucked up. After that one time happens, then you build that trust. People aren't willing. A lot of people aren't willing to work, man. Yep. You gotta work, man. It is a contract. It is a business. It is all that shit. We ain't never just gonna understand each other and everything's easy, fucking peaches and cream. No, you gotta work. Sign up for that job application, man. Like, If you married, you gotta work. If you fuck up what you're gonna do 1,000,000 times with kids, without a ring, whatever, you have to fucking work. You have to
Yes.
work to make it work, bruh.
Yes.
Yes, you
Shit
do.
ain't never gonna be easy, man. I'm learning that shit. I'm living. I'm so excited because I'm learning it now. I'm the king of just give me simplicity, bruh. Fuck all this shit. I'll just go and drive down the road. Nah, I'm learning. I'm learning my ass off. I've been so close to not know if I'm gonna fucking lose a relationship. But I'm learning my ass off, yo.
And it's good though.
I feel like
Definitely.
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You're fine. Go ahead.
No, I just feel like in a relationship you always have to, just like you said, that's like we've been talking about, you know, be understanding. Now, with being understanding, okay, this is relevant. Story time, real quick. So, at one point in time, I was going to school. I was going to school for medical billing and coding. I've been going to school in and off and on for in the medical field for like 7 to 8 years. So I know the ins and outs about it. I even know shit that I don't even have a degree in. I know this shit. I know the protocols. I know it all. Now, the one particular thing that they taught me is the way how you say certain things, the way you communicate with people, just like I'm communicating with you. I know you guys, so I'm gonna talk to you, bitch, whatever, bitch, please, whatever. But in a professional way, even with your partner, when they're going through something detrimental like that, whether it's erectile dysfunction or they fucked up and they cheated, you have to address the situation in a very delicate way, especially with a man, because their pride is so high. Now there are women out there that have their pride up high and their, wall up high and everything else. You have to address it delicately. Um, be mindful what you say. Be mindful of those hurt words. That's what I mean by hitting below the belt. Definitely be mindful of that. And once you do, then you'll start coming to coming to an understanding and stuff like that. Then you'll grasp the concept of, okay, I shouldn't say that next time because I did say that last time and that made that person snap. So I need to do it a different way and go about it a different way. So yeah. Be delicate, y'all. Be delicate.
I fully agree, yo. I fully agree. Yeah, it is a job. You said it best, Tina. It is a business, yo. It's a business. I think even with the talk that you just had, it kind of clicked in my head. That's why I kind of started going into it, like, because it really clicks, yo. It is a business, man. You do have to. You can't just get too comfortable to the point where you start treating somebody, the person that you got to be. It's hard. It's fucking hard. You do have to be friends too. That's another thing. You do have to be friends, man. You got to be friends with each other.
That is very true.
Relationships are fucking hard, man.
Like, I would love to be able to sit at home, and if my the type of wife I would be if I gave a fuck about marriage still, like the type of wife I would be that if I'm at home at work, the house is clean, the kids gonna be doing their homework or I'm helping them with their homework. I'll probably be making dinner in the process of helping the kids with their homework. When he come home, he wouldn't have anything to do. So if he wanted to sit down, chill, and relax and play the game for an hour or so, I'll be cool with it. But other than that, if we both working, we're gonna have to double team on this shit. That's just how I would feel.
I was supposed to be.
When we get done, let's say we both get off work. Hey, communicate. I feel like communicating is not that hard. You want me to get started on dinner and you get the kids cleaned up? I think something as simple as that goes a long way. That way, hey, let me get my few stretches in, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go ahead and help the kids with their homework. If you want to, do this, that's fine. But people are so eager to just say, hey, is somebody laying next to me? I'm good. I feel like when it comes to a marriage or even a committed relationship, you got to be able to communicate that way. Everybody got an understanding. No matter how chaotic the house is, no matter how bad the kids being, kids are kids. And one thing I think a lot of people have to understand when it comes to parenting, I feel like the mother give the rules and the father's supposed to enforce. Back the woman up, and the woman's supposed to back the man up, regardless.
Agreed.
It's not no, oh, mommy said this, but daddy said that. No, and I see that so common in a lot of families. Like, damn, y'all supposed to be working together, not working the kids against each other. Everybody got to be on the same page.
Yeah, they really do. It does get challenging though. It's
It
I was
does.
I was telling I was telling my son about this earlier. I'm gonna have to dip off in a minute, guys. I do apologize. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dip. I've been streaming to my audience. My audience watching y'all right now too. What's it called? I was talking to my son earlier about gray area, and I was kind of explaining to him because he's 13. Like, you know, my daughter's 13 and my son's 13, so it's like they're in that oddball stage right now. So I've been kind of explaining to him what gray area means, and as I was explaining, I was kind of like, you know, understanding it myself even when I was talking about it, because I have an understanding, but a lot of times you don't comprehend that shit until you hear it out loud. But
Yeah.
usually most things in life, most fucking things in life aren't all the way this way, or they aren't all the way this way. Usually most things are just going closer to that, and in the middle is the gray area. That's the part that's, it's not all the way this, but it's not all the way that. And I was talking about that, and like you just said, Tina, I think with relationships and kids and everything else like that, even with people having understanding and, you know, dealing with certain situations, you have to understand that things are going to not always just be this way, or not, or you're kind of setting yourself up for failure in a way. If I understand, like in our house, like, you know, like I said, we're different. So when the kids come to me and they ask me something, whether it be, hey, can I be on my phone? That's our big thing. We don't fuck with the kids with the phones. Like, nah, you ain't on your phone all day, but you will be on your phone, but not all day. So can I be on my phone? They always come and ask us. We got a clear understanding. You got to come ask us before you be on your phone. But even with that, they do that. Some may ask her more than they ask me because they know I'll be stricter. Like, yo, nah, take a break, go do something else. And they might ask her, and she might do something different. So they'll still know how to work it. But I couldn't get mad at her because we don't have the same understanding of, like, hey, well, I like them to be less on their phones, and you like them to be more on the phone, or whatever, or vice versa, whatever. So that's why it's like having that understanding is very important, because if you don't, you're just looking at it as, well, I said this and he said that. That's not always the clearest way to see it. So you can, you know what I mean, make it work more. You know what I mean? Like, it's an easy way to get frustrated or mad. So I think gray area is very important when people, in any situation, just understand, like, you want to make sure you're finding balance in a situation, in all situations, and being your best. Do your best to be as understanding, communicative, everything. You know what I'm saying? That's challenging too, but that's what I fucking feel is the best way, man.
And don't overstep one another.
Yeah.
That is the worst thing you could ever do as a parent when you have kids. If you're saying, okay, we're gonna, just like how you said, if you're having it to where, okay, the kid's gonna ask mommy more because she's a little bit more lenient, but both of y'all have an understanding, okay, we want to, you know, talk about it, you know, ask before you get on your phone. Don't overstep each other. Y'all need to consider it as equal. When she say no, but you turn around and go say yes, y'all gonna have a conflict. And your kid's gonna play on that shit.
Oh,
I'm telling you, that shit is the worst shit ever.
That's my
Kids
problem
know
now.
that shit.
I do that shit too. I do that shit unintentionally sometimes. But you absolutely right. Just saying shit and or arguing in front of them and stuff. We do that shit where she'll feel some type of way or I'll feel some type of way, and then we'll start arguing right there. And a lot of times we'll say, hey, go upstairs, go upstairs, go upstairs. But I'm fucking loud. Go upstairs. You better just move. You don't hear me. I'm loud as shit. But still, yeah, you're absolutely right. But yeah, I mean, it does happen. Like, that's why I try to say I ain't no fucking saint. Like, I'm loud, I'm reckless at times. I'm really reckless at times. But I'm wild too, man. Sometimes I'm surprised I'm still in this relationship. I'm surprised. And I've had other people I've talked to. I'm telling you right now, I've had other people I've talked to that have been like, that told me the same thing. That kind of give you know when you feel like you're alone and shit, and then you start talking to somebody else, like, yeah, y'all been married for 50 years. Like, how the fuck y'all do it? And then you start talking to them. Well, I almost killed that bitch one time. You're like, oh shit, really? Like, then you feel better. Like, I thought y'all were perfect. Like, nah, motherfucker, we ain't perfect. Yeah, everybody got shit, man. Everybody got shit.
You right about that one.
Yeah. Well, I know you gotta go. I greatly appreciate you. I always appreciate you doing my my show. I don't know what time your show starts. I forgot what you're gonna be talking about.
Tonight,
I've had a very busy week. I'm sorry.
yes, sorry. I'm sorry too. Yeah, tonight I'm actually not doing a live and a line. I was supposed to have a karaoke night over here. But guys, listen. I want to shout out to you guys. Thank you for having me, of course. But yo, listen. I'm doing this thing. I'm working on. I was supposed to be working on it a lot more today, but I'm gonna get more work done today. I'm doing this thing. It's called the Last Laugh Challenge, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're going to be joking. It's basically going to be like a competition between whoever. Like, let's say it's a 3-room. Hey, the corner, Queen's Corner. Listen to this. Let's just say we're in the room right now, and we have the Last Laugh Challenge. We're going to have people that's there. We're going to either be looking at pictures or we're going to be watching videos, shared screen, and whoever laughs is going to get a, whoever doesn't laugh gets a point or whatever. If you laugh, you get a point. Shit like that. I'm still working it out. But we're going to do that. We're going to do roast battles where we're going to roast different celebrities, pictures, different things. And whoever makes the other person laugh the most or the team laugh the most is going to be the one who wins. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm trying to get multiple shows. It's going to be so much fun. And it's coming to the Beeline Entertainment LLC. So stay tuned for sure.
Post it.
Yeah.
That's going to be absolutely awesome.
It's going to be really fun. Uh-oh.
I'm a fucking giggle box. Nope.
I am too, but I still want to have fun, y'all. I still want to have fun.
Believe it.
Right.
Yeah, we doing a lot of shit, yo. We're gonna be doing a lot. This new year coming up, it's gonna be a lot. My show is going completely different. I'm changing a lot of stuff. But it's been great to come back on here and talk to you guys. Always awesome.
Oh, no problem. Thank you, love. I hope you have a good evening.
All right, guys. Take it easy.
All right. Bye.
Peace out.
Okay. So I think it's good to cut it off here. I just wanted to bring out how Tamara Atia is doing with her situation and finalizing her divorce. And I definitely understood where she was coming from. She was like, basically, she got tired of waiting for him to be the man she wanted him to be. She got tired of the happily ever after still not getting there, and it was over 10 years. And once again, she got to talking about she's been enjoying being single. She kind of didn't expect her to have a hard time with dating, I guess. But all in all, she said she got tired of wanting everything to be like the happily ever after and him not being the man that she needs. But once again, she never took the time to get to know herself.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. We as adults or kid adults, myself. Anyway, we as an adults, we have to stop thinking that everything is gonna be a fucking happily ever after. Like the shit is gonna go smooth. Like you work so hard to get that this new show that you put me on. Thinking that we're gonna work hard to get Midnight with his fine delicious ass. Jesus. We have to stop thinking that, okay, just because I work hard to get this one particular person and they so cool and so sexy, blah, 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 it's everything that I want to need. Realize once you get into a relationship, it's not going to be easy peasy. Once you get married, you have to work 10 times motherfucking harder just to keep that person. If you work that hard just to get that person and then turn around and it's like, oh shit, he gonna come home to me or she gonna come home to me and everything gonna be right. No, it's not like that. You got to work 10 times harder just to keep that person in the relationship, keep them interested. People have very short attention span, just like Brian said. Was it Brian or you?
I think that was him.
Okay, I had it right the first time. Y'all can't do that. I don't see. No, there's no such thing as a white picket fence. I don't give a damn what you say. That shit was all the way back in the 60s, probably even older than that. Either way it goes, it was before I was fucking thought of. I was still in my daddy's nutsack and he wasn't even.
You know what?
I'm just fucking saying. Who the fuck came up with this white picket fence in the first motherfucker? I want to have a serious motherfucking conversation with their ass. This is bullshit. That shit does not exist. You have to work for everything you want everything that you need, and then motherfucking some. Shit don't exist. I feel some type of way. This is bullshit.
Well,
Sorry, caffeine
I
kicked in.
agree, 110%. Um, it's one of them things where hopefully marriage will go back up and divorce will kind of decline a little bit. And I feel like if you're genuinely happy being single, I say go with the motherfucking flow until you really feel like you are considering being in a long-term relationship, or if you're considering being married, if you're not married again. I feel like people just have to be real with themselves, get over their past trauma, learn their purpose in life, experience as much of life as you can, but getting married young, to me, I'm sorry, that's a setup for that shit to end simply because they have no life experience or both. Only being married, hold on, I don't know what that is, but I'm not knocking nobody that been married young. That's not what I'm doing. But over time, how you feel change. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
As a man, you gonna get tired of being your only person. You're gonna be like, damn, I mean, I know it's some other shit out here, but I'm married to her, but I want to see, she got a fat ass. I want to see what that's like. Somewhere along the line, as a man, and she your only person, you're gonna be like, I wonder what the rest of the vaginas feel like. And I don't know if that's how y'all really feel, but I know if you only have one person, and let's say you got peers that are fucking hoes, of course you're gonna be like, I mean, I want to know what that's like. I only know what my wife feel like.
See, that's the
Not
problem with
every man will
society.
feel that way. I'm just saying, huh?
That's the problem. That's the problem with fucking society. Everybody running their motherfucking mouth. Shut the fuck up sometimes. Damn. You don't have to listen to Bill, Tom, Dick, and Harry telling you about 4, 5 other one night stands that they done had, and it was wham bam, thank you, man. It was beautiful and gorgeous and all this other shit. No, just shut the fuck up. If you marry young, I feel like you should go to counseling because of the simple fact that you don't have experience. Get that experience. Get that knowledge. It's just like fucking going to school or online school. You got to learn to talk to each other, learn to communicate, learn to love and respect each other. If you can't fucking do that shit, y'all don't need to be the schnabber.
Right.
This is how it feels.
Well, thank you, Coffee. I greatly appreciate you doing my show. It's always a joy to have you here. I thank everybody that did participate. Isidora, I see you laughing. Don't laugh at us. No, I'm just playing. But I hope you guys have a good evening. And once again, I'm your girl, Miss Tina Marie with the T. And we are out of here. Bye.